is a major time saver. The better you become, the less time it takes you to achieve your goals. Personality development is defined as a process of developing and enhancing one's personality. It helps an individual to gain confidence and high esteem and is said to have positive impact on one's communication skills and the way he sees the world. No seldom innovations are accepted by educators or policymakers. So, some say true innovations are hereditary and belong to future. In this context, innovative pedagogy is the study of being an innovative educator or the processes of innovative education or learning. Creation and dissemination of knowledge through research is one of the core functions of higher education institutions. Apart from generating new knowledge, engineering and technology institutions have the responsibility of developing technologies useful for mankind. The objective of this faculty development program was to introduce the participants to the world of innovative pedagogies in teaching and learning and give an insight into how and where it can be used. This FTP proved to be an eye-opening session for beginner and middle-level researcher and also aimed at imparting the skills required to handle different tools and technologies that are useful during the entire processes of research and scholarly communications. This FTP intended to orient participants toward developing their own research plans, paying due attention to every stage after COVID-19. Let me now introduce management. Christagodi Institute of Technology and Science was established under the chairmanship of Most Reverend Tumbapala, DD, former Bishop of Warangal, and is owned and managed by Warangal Diocesan Society. It is a self-financing Catholic Christian minority institution, a premier technical institute run by Catholic Mission in Andhra Pradesh. Father Agustino Colombo was instrumental in building Institute of Technology and Science, which is serving more than thousands of rural engineering students to acquire the required technical skills. It is taking wider shape under the noble guidance of President Bishop Most Reverend Bala Didi, who is present and general manager of the college. Christagodi Institute of Technology was established in the year 1998 and institute affiliated to JNTU Hyderabad and is approved by AICTE New Delhi. This college offers quality technical education and offers BTech in CSE, ECE, EEE, Civil and Mech, MTech in CSE, Software Engineering, MA and EEE, and in Polytechnic, ECE, EEE, Mechanic and Civil. Then what are the facilities in CGITS? Digital library with more than 2,600 volumes, hostels for boys and girls with 250 capacity, each gym area, 10 acres of playground, canteen, healthcare centers, R&D cell, which has innovative projects like air car, digital notice board, and many more. Placement Cell has placed various students, national and international companies. Mr. Amit Kumar has pursued his IAS and working as Suryapet District Collector and may more be placed in government sectors. Then, our Honorable Director. It is a privilege to introduce our Honorable Director, Reverend Father Agustin Reddy, versatile personality, has high experience in developing the education institutions, Christian communities, and faculty like CJITNs. We especially thank our director for extending their help and guidance in conducting the FTP program. Our principal. I consider it is a great honor to welcome our principal, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar Reddy Haru, to the program. Young and dynamic, supporting and encouraging. He has completed his PhD in Power Systems at JNDH, 20 years of experience, has published 50 papers in IEEE, Springer and reputed Scopus Journal. Thanks for supporting in all aspects. Then I also consider our coordinator, then Mr. Sunil Kumar sir for supporting a great in this FTP. Then also special thanks to Mr. Sunil Kumar, Dr. B. Kumar sir, advisory board member. Then also Dr. Boston Professor for this FTP program. Then also I thank for all the participants and all the faculty members for participating in the FTP program. Thanks one and all for the FTP program. Then next I invite our principal, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar Reddy sir, to inaugurate the FTP program. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Myself, Dr. Chandrasekhar Reddy. First of all, thank you very much, all of you, joining with us. Respected Reverend Father T. Augustine Reddy, Director, CJIT, Convener of the program, Dr. Srija Mole, Coordinator of the program, G. Sunil Kumar, and participants and faculty of our college, CJIT, and other college participants, a hearty welcome to a 5-day national level faculty development program on personality development and innovative pedagogies in teaching and learning after COVID and during COVID-19. And thank you for being this morning session. We have a great opportunity to conduct this workshop by conducting various lectures by eminent speakers. Today, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Suresh Rajagopal sir, corporate trainer and external faculty in Engineering and Pharmacy College, Gujarat. Very special guest from Gujarat. He will be sharing with his expert opinion on this personality development as well as new pedagogies in teaching and learning analysis. So in this regard, I am going to give some few examples for personality development. So in personality development aspect, majorly required body language. It is increase our attention to the listeners as well as eye contact required. Smiling always is also required. Not only that one, during this situation, take responsibility for any action. Don't blame others also required. Not only that one, like this type of situation, be flexible to adapt to different situation like COVID also. Then only we will be successful in COVID-19 after or during COVID-19. So all the participants going to attend this type of session, they are going to share their ideas. They are going to learn new ideas going to be implemented for future coming generations. So thank you once again. I'm going to session hand over to Srija madam. Thank you for giving opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now I introduce the resource speaker, Mr. Suresh Rajagopal sir. Welcoming sir. First I will introduce about the resource person. Mr. Suresh Rajagopal, a science graduate from National College, Tiruchirappalli, begins his career as sales and marketing personnel in a pharmaceutical company. He rose to become a general manager, HR and training, is one of the top 5 pharma companies in the country. He honed his management and leadership skills in Mahatma Gandhi Labour Institute, Ahmedabad and ETI Gandhi Nagar. While he has been an external faculty in pharmacy and management colleges in Gujarat, he is also a trainer, values-based education for teachers and parents under the aegis of BBE International London, UK. Then I am welcoming sir for the honorable speech. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to the organizing committee. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And to all the participants, thank you very much for being with us today. And in the next 40 to 45 minutes, I don't intend to lecture. Whenever I participate or I am the faculty or the resource person, I keep asking questions to myself and start answering them. And I also realize that my answer is not the only answer. And therefore, I throw the question to the audience, you all. If I have been in direct contact with you, we would have been able to participate more. But yet, there will be a lot of participation in terms of your own thinking, in terms of your own jotting down, and maybe discussing with your colleagues at a later time and coming to a conclusion, a solid learning about the questions that I am going to raise on the topic that is given to me today. Therefore, I request all the participants to be participants by means of keeping a notebook and a pen and jotting down the discussion, not necessarily what I say, also what you think is the answer to the question that I am going to put forward. Therefore, there will be a real good interaction, each one of you interacting with your own thought process and arriving at something very constructive, long lasting, and a true learning happening. So the topic of the day being need of role models in tough times. Hope you can see the visual also. Can you please?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's visible.
You can see the visual?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Is it readable, please?
Yes, sir. Need a true role model in tough time.
Okay. You're able to read it clearly. Thank you so much. That is the topic of the day. And the moment we call it role modeling, the first question comes is, what is role modeling? I'll put forward a question and then give maybe a minute so that you also start thinking about it, your own thoughts, because you're all learned people and you have your own thoughts, ideas about everything. I'm not the authority on the subject. Therefore, participation will be in terms of your own thoughts and jotting down in your own notebook or paper. What is truly role modeling?
The person who inspires us.
Inspire. We come to that. We surely come to that. When we talk of a role model, before that we need to understand what is a role. What is the meaning of a role? When I ask this question, every time when we are in interaction with another person, people have expectations from us. For the next 40-45 minutes, you have expectations from me. If I do not understand the expectation of yours, I cannot play the roles. I cannot take up the right roles. Therefore, it is very important for me to understand what are your expectations. What do you expect me to deliver? And so that at the end of 40-45 minutes, you can leave with a sense of having learned something new or something differently. Therefore, you are a role sender to me. Just now, you are a role sender to me. I am a role sender to you because I have expectation from you. You have expectations from me. We have roles to play. As a resource person, I have a particular role to play. I have to empathize with your situation today. I need to understand your understanding on the subject, how well versed you are on this subject. So when I understand these expectations, I play the role. We keep on playing several roles as a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a sister, as a colleague, as an employee, as a faculty. We keep on playing multiple roles. And with each role, there are multiple responsibilities. And with each responsibility, there are multiple duties. And we keep on playing roles. And when we start giving complete attention and focus to the particular role, set standards for playing the role, very high standards, standards above that have been set so far, we become models. We become models. In that role, see, you have role models. For different things, you have different role models. The same person is not a role model for everything. When you think of the conversational skills, you have a role model. Nobody can converse like the way he converses. When he delivers a lecture, oh, nobody I have seen delivering a lecture as this person. because they set a particular standard much above the standards which have been set so far. That is why from playing a role, we all become role models. And when we think of a particular subject, we have role models for each subject. So role modeling is very important, particularly in tough times, because everybody is going through multiple psychological trauma, stress. One is about managing the time. Another is about fear management. Loneliness. There are a lot of people who are alone, stuck up somewhere. And there is a lot of stress. And every one of us, leave aside COVID. Without COVID also, we undergo tough times. Individually, we undergo tough times. We pass through very tough times. And what we look for, somebody on whom I can just a little rest and who will support me and who will be kind of role model for me. We are all, as educators, role models for thousands of people. Each one of you must be role model for thousands of people on various aspects. Today, we are going to dwell more on how to become a role model in tough times for those people. Having said that, what are the characters we require for role modeling? There could be many. You may list down 10, 15. But in the shortest time that is available with us, let us try to focus on some of the key areas where when we focus, we can pay most attention to role modeling. So you must be writing now. What are the characters we require for role modeling? I always think of not more than 3. Easy to remember, easy to practice. 1, 2, 3. So throughout my talk, in the next 30, 35 minutes, you will find I'll be saying 3 things. 3 things. 3 things are easy to remember, easy to recall, easy to practice. Then we can keep on adding. We can keep on adding, becoming better and better, raise our levels higher and higher, set higher and higher standards. So the thought that occurred to me, role model characters, when we think of role model characterization, these 3 things came to my mind. Number 1, values. What are my values? Values are the principles that I follow in my life without fail, even in the most toughest times. Honesty is a value. Sincerity is a value. Self-discipline is a value. Contribution to others is a value. Being empathetic is a value. So what are the fundamental values I hold on, which are very essential for me to become a role model? Again, as I said, there could be 10s and 15s and 100s, but I would like to concentrate on 2 or 3 which can be remembered, which can be practiced, and then we can keep on expanding. Because true learning, the end result of any learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior. And it is dynamic. That means I have changed from step 1 to step 2. I learn more, step 2 to step 3 and 4 and so on. And if I have been trying to do it at the age of 66, I'm sure that most of you, half of my age and less than half of my age, can definitely do and excel in your life in an extraordinary manner. Therefore, the first one is values. The second, I forgot the name of the madam. Madam said that ability to inspire, inspiration. Ability to inspire. How well we can inspire others. And thirdly, when I become a role model, what are the benefits? What are my benefits? What are your benefits? That means What are your benefits and what are your students' benefits? What are mutual benefits? These three things we'll discuss in the next 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. Values, ability to inspire, and benefits to the one who is role modeling and the one who is following. You might have thought of several values which a person a role model will require several values. So what are the clear set of values? Again, as I said, I concentrate on 3 bullet points so that it becomes easy to remember, easy to practice, and then to add up. The 3 values that occurred to me are: number 1, clarity. I must have absolute clarity about my role and my responsibility. In these tough times, what is my role to the children who are coming to me, to my family members, to everyone, to the community? What are my roles and responsibilities? Frankly, in these 3-4 months, the number of web lectures I am giving, I have been finding out, I have been even now finding out what are my roles, what is my responsibility, so that I can deliver efficiently and effectively to the people. So I must have a clarity about my roles and responsibilities in these tough times. In these tough times, what is my role and responsibility towards my children who are living far away? What is my role and responsibility towards my wife who is also feeling lonely at home, sequestered, enclosed in 4 walls? What is my responsibility to the community of the educators? So first and foremost is clarity. The second is conviction. Once I have decided to become a role model, I must have absolute conviction. Yes, I can show them the path. I can create followers. I can show them the path so that they will happily, on their own voluntary choice, will follow me and feel elated, happy, and a sense of well-being. Therefore, I must have a complete conviction. Third is courage. Another very important quality, value. Very important value, because when the child cries, I also cry. Who will help the child to come out of his misery, his sadness, his fear? So I can't cry while the child cries. I must have the courage to ensure that the child can overcome the problem. Therefore, third is courage. I must have courage to give courage to others. What I don't have, I cannot give it to others. Therefore, the third value is courage. 3 values, I repeat: clarity, clarity about my roles and responsibilities, conviction about my role, how important is my role in this society, in my family, and thirdly, gentlemen and ladies, courage, immense courage. Yes, I will stand by this and I will help other people stand these tough times and move forward. That is a kind of courage. If you want to learn courage, we need to really read Viktor Frankl, The Search for Meaning to Life, who spent his time in concentration camps, in the Nazi camps. And he was not crying for what he was going through. He was imagining, he was visualizing, he was innovating to find out what he would do after coming out, and he did it. So one book that I would recommend is The Search for Meaning. Man's Search for Meaning in Life. Meaning to life or meaning in life. I don't remember exactly, but the author is Viktor Frankl. So that is about values. Values, clarity, conviction, and courage. Ability to inspire. I must have the ability to inspire people. I may give a lecture, I will Google out, I may download hundreds of files, pass it on. But standing in front of them, when I stand there straight, my behavior, my talk, my action, are they synergizing with each other? Are they syncing with each other? Do I have the character to inspire them? Very important. Long lectures are always boring, so we'll have a small exercise. Are you all ready? I will not be able to see how many of you are doing it. Dr. Veerakumar will be knowing this exercise anyway, but still, we can all do that very quickly. One person can answer, please. Any of the organizers can answer. Are we ready to do the small exercise?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I request everybody to participate. It's fun. Sitting at your own place, standing, whatever position you are in. I request you to do what I tell you to do. I request you to do what I tell you to do. Having said that, I am telling you to do few things. Please do.
Okay, sir.
Please raise your right hand. Wave your right hand. Put it back. Raise your left hand. Wave your left hand. Put it back. Please raise both the hands. Wave them both. Getting back into our childish days, okay, childhood days, okay. Put it back. Raise both the hands. Clap, 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 clap. Put them back. Hold your ears. Oh God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you must be laughing. Of course, mute, but laughing. Good enough, good enough. That's what happens. When there is a difference between what we say and what we do, you are confused. The same thing happens to our children. Therefore, ability to inspire begins with doing what we say and saying what we do. Do what you say and say what you do. That is also called a character. Ability to inspire, the first is you are a visionary. I can inspire people only when I am a visionary. Who is a visionary? Visionary sets clear goals. Again, three points only, simple to remember, simple to note down. A visionary has clear goals. He has very clear goals. At the end of these 45 minutes, I want my participants to take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 learnings. If I accomplish that, yes, I have done it. Clear goals. Number 2, highly focused. Highly focused. When we are going towards the goal, there are lots of temptations to do this, to do this, to do this, to do that. Can we abstain from those temptations? Can we remain focused on the goal? That calls for self-discipline. So highly focused and perseverant. Sever means to detach. To sever means to detach, to come away from. Perseverant means come what may, I will not give in. I will not give up. To persevere means not to detach from the task till the goal is achieved. Call it determination. No termination till the goal is reached. So the third quality of a visionary is he is perseverant. He has clear goals, he is highly focused, and he is perseverant. This is number 1 for inspiring others. Inspiring others, one must be a visionary. Inspiring others, you are a leader. That means people must desire to follow us. A leader does not become a leader by declaring himself, I am a leader. Maybe a political leader can do that. An educational leader cannot announce that he is a leader. Followers will announce he is our leader. So you are an educational leader. What are the qualities you have as a leader? You are highly passionate. Highly passionate. There is a beautiful Hindi song. When I sing that here, I am not a good singer, but when I reproduce the words, because many people know Hindi, when I reproduce it here, it doesn't mean a man, woman. It's about a goal. हमें तुमसे प्यार कितना हम नहीं जानते, मगर जी नहीं सकते तुम्हारे बिना. हमें तुमसे प्यार कितना हम नहीं जानते, पर मगर जी नहीं सकते तुम्हारे बिना. That means that is what is called passion. I know how important you are, and life is meaningless without achieving you. That is what is passionate. Once the person is passionate, he is also committed. He makes promises to his own conscience. Commitment is making promises to one's own conscience. When I tell something to you that I will do, it's a promise. When I tell my conscience, it's a commitment. It is a decision to change the way I live. When I was riding my cycle as a sales and marketing person, I need to take a commitment. I needed to take a commitment 40, 45 years ago. I needed to take a commitment. I want to change the way I live. Therefore, a leader is also highly committed. Of course, he is passionate. He is committed, but it is not about his own progress. It is about progress of the community, progress of the students. One student you are educating means you are not educating one student, you are educating a family. Calculate. Whenever a student comes to your calculate, just think you are educating 1 into 1 plus 4 or 1 plus 3 in a small community today. You are not educating one student, you are educating one family. Therefore, when you are passionate, when you are committed, you need to communicate it very well. You need to communicate in absolute clarity so that people understand the same way as you think, the same way as you feel. Therefore, it's all about being passionate, being committed, and being highly communicative. Ability to inspire. You have to be charitable. Self-centered cannot inspire people. Okay, they can inspire people to become self-centered. You have to be charitable too. People who are charitable inspire others. I don't have to talk much about charity to you working in an educational institution of this nature. What are the qualities required for being charitable? Empathy. Empathy, not sympathy. Empathy. Understanding others from their point of view. Understanding their paradigms. Understanding their situations. There was an individual close to the family. In a group, everybody was bombarding him. Why are you not replying? He did not reply for 15 days. When he replied after 15 days, he said, me and my wife were in quarantine with COVID positive. Today only, we are back home. So are we empathic? Are we sensitive to others' situations? Sometimes, others cannot tell their situation. Everybody cannot tell their situation, what they are going through. What I am going through right now, I cannot share with you. In front of you, I will give a good smile. I'll talk nicely. What being charitable requires? High level of empathy. The second is abundance mindset. There are two sets of people. People with abundance mindset who think The world has plenty. The world has plenty. There is space for everything. There is space for everybody. There is space for you. There is space for me. The world is not about competition. The world is about cooperation, collaboration, not about just competition. That is what is abundance mentality. And number 3, pleasure of giving. A person who has a scarcity mindset, oh, tomorrow will I have or not? So I have to put it back so that I can have it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, for my next generation, for the next 3, 4, 5 generations. Abundance mentality, abundance mindset is about pleasure of giving, the joy of giving, the happiness in giving. That is what is being charitable. Charitable means empathy, abundance mindset, and pleasure of giving. Ability to inspire, overcoming challenges. How do I behave at times of challenges? When my son or daughter at home, or my student, or a neighbor, or myself facing a challenge, a big challenge, could be a life-threatening challenge, how do I respond to that? Am I an inspiration to others? Can they quote me and say, oh, like him, I would like to live like him? What do we need for overcoming challenges? Number 1, a strong inner drive. A strong inner drive. I don't believe in motivation from outside. There can be inspiration from outside, but all motivation is self. That self-motivation is called the inner drive. The drive from here, I can do it, I can succeed. The inner drive that once develops from within himself. It's an inside-out process, not an outside-in process. It is not Suresh Rajagopal said and I have become enthusiastic. No, it's not about that. I have become enthusiastic because I want to. I have a strong inner drive. And the second is self-discipline. Not succumbing to temptation. Temptations are plenty. Temptations are plenty. You may not have been eating much sweets, but the day somebody, not you, somebody, you should not, someone is declared diabetic, the desire for sweet increases. Because what you are denied, the desire increases. If you are denied, the desire increases. What is most important? High level of self-discipline is very important. And lastly, endurance. Again, if we want to learn endurance really, we need to study Viktor Frankl. What is endurance? What is endurance means? How I'm maintaining my inner weather. My inner weather. There is an outside weather. There is an inner weather. Outside weather could be whatever the outside temperature, but still what is normal in my body temperature. Therefore, there is an outside weather and there is an inside weather. We need to keep on checking our inside weather. When we keep our inside weather very strong, we have a high inner drive, we have complete self-discipline, and we have endurance. We can endure difficulties. So we are coming to the final point, the third point. Benefits of role modeling to you, to us, to the role models. When we become role models, when we get set high standards in the roles that we perform, roles that nobody has set so far in that particular area of working. When I set role models, I get benefits. Do I? No, I get benefits. One of the organizers connected to me and he gave me a program. Now I have done 5. So do I have a benefit? Yes, I am known to more people, more students, more faculty. Have I got my benefit? Yes, I have got my benefit. Immensely benefited. Fortunately, money is not the only benefit always. There are immeasurable benefits beyond money. So do we get benefits? Yeah, we get a lot of benefits. Number one, you become a leader to follow. In another 10, 15, 20 years of your experience, you will have leaders around the globe to follow. They will keep communicating to you because you are a role model for them. They may be in different professions, but still, whatever the profession they are occupying or the position that they are occupying, still, you are their role model. So they see you as a leader. And love, oh my God, my God. You all must have experienced sometime or other, must have experienced and must be experiencing the love they shower upon us. And thirdly, legacy. You leave a legacy. You become a legend. You will be remembered for their lifetime, sometimes for their children's lifetime, and children's lifetime. They will quote. By name, they will quote. This person, oh, he changed the way I lived. He is responsible for the way I'm living today. My family has come up. He is responsible. You become a legend. You become a legend. The physical body may go, but the individual, today we are struggling for ID. No, don't struggle for ID. ID is nothing. Think of becoming a legend. A simple ID will become insignificant. Insignificant. We don't need IDs. We have our IDs. We need to become legendary. Another 100 years, 200 years, you will be remembered. How people are remembered by very many families, hundreds and thousands of families. You will be remembered as a role model in tough times. During COVID times, the way, oh God, my God, he's a legend. Right? In various walks of field, they are legends. Like Sachin Tendulkar is a legend. Lata Mangeshkar is a legend. They are role models. Yes. I'm just giving two examples. You may give your own examples of your state. So you are also the kind of work we are all doing, the educators are doing. We don't have to worry about our IDs. We need to think of becoming legendary characters. And the last slide to go. Benefits of role modeling for the followers. I have my benefit. I will be considered a leader. I will be loved by thousands and thousands of people and their families. And their families, I will become a legendary figure. That's good. I means you all. What are the benefits to the followers? Learning. They learn something that they can never learn in a book. You are the book for them. You are a book for them. You are an encyclopedia for them. And they have learning, new learning, advanced learning, which they cannot search and find in Google. So learning. Through those learnings, they achieve great things in life. I have seen lecturers and professors saying, my teacher saying, my student is in NASA, a big scientist in NASA. He's in Microsoft. He's in ISRO. He's a director in ISRO, and so on. They have great achievements. And you are the creator of their well-being lifetime. Not only that individual who is sitting in front of you in your classroom, The whole of the family, the surrounding, the large family, their well-being is because how you became a role model in tough times. Very quickly to see, first of all, we saw what is a role and how role modeling. Here we spoke about setting high standards. Then we talk about the values. Role modeling requires values, ability to inspire, and the benefits were the three topics that I chose. When it comes to values, clarity, conviction, and courage are strong values. Values means they are deep inside. They form your character, sanskar. They are your samskar. You reflect in every aspect of your working. You reflect clarity, you reflect conviction, you reflect courage. And then as a visionary, ability to inspire, number one, as a visionary, I'm sorry. As a visionary, you have clear goals, you are highly focused, and you are perseverant. Never give in and give up. Then as a leader, you are passionate, you are committed, and you communicate so effectively that every other follower will understand the same way that you communicated to them. You are also charitable. That means you are highly empathic. You understand others' paradigms correctly. You have the abundance mentality. The world is not, there is so much for every one of us. I will not starve to death. There is so much for me. I don't have to fear, no insecurity. And therefore, the joy of giving, the happiness of giving, the pleasure of giving. And lastly, to overcome challenges, we need a high inner drive, self-discipline, no temptations, and lastly, endurance. Endurance. Come what may, I will not give in, give up. I will stand the struggle and emerge successful. For the role models, you become a leader to follow. You are loved by millions and you leave a legacy. And lastly, for the followers, there is a learning, there is a great sense of achievement, there is a well-being. With this, I thank you all. I hope I have spent the time usefully for you. And all these questions I have raised, I request you to think, to deliberate, to discuss, and to find out your own answers. My answer is not necessarily the final answer because it's not a pure science that 2 + 2 = 4. Therefore, you may have your own answers, and when you find out your own answers, you will understand the richness in becoming a role model. Thank you so much. Thank you all to the organizers, and thank you all to the participants. Wonderful time. Tough times are sometimes wonderful times. Otherwise, I would have spoken to you all. How would I have known you all? Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I give the platform back to the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable message that you have given today. Let me give you the vote of thanks. So today we have you have enlightened us on the role model, who is the true role model, the expectations, the character of a role model, ability which helps us to ability to inspire, visionary, and lot more things, sir. You also told us what is empathy. We also have to understand on the side of the other party who is telling us, and pleasure of giving. This is very important in life, sir. When we give, we get in return. So that is my belief also. And you also told us about the role model, how the leader should be there and how the follower should be there. And what are the followers should learn. It is learning, achievement, and well-being. Today, with a great experience, we also have your experience also helped us to remember our childhood days regarding doing small exercises and all, which helped us a lot, sir. Thank you. It's a very great session, sir. And thanks a lot for coming down onto the online and telling us what is the importance of a role model and how we should be there in the future. And I also thank the management, directors, Agustin Reddy Garu, principal sir, Srija ma'am, Sunil sir, and all the participants who have participated in this program. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Sunil
Thank
sir.
you, and I take leave. I think my voice was muted. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Good day to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good day, sir.